we talk about core ERP, but what about like other products such as like Ariba, like transfer, EWM, TM? I mean, does it cover all of that as well?
I mean, Signavio overall is a product suite for process management independent of the underlying solution. So we can also in the analysis piece, we can connect to non-SAP systems as well as SAP systems. And also, if I speak to our development teams, it's still around 50% of our efforts are still going into non-SAP use cases to make it even stronger also for non-SAP use cases. So I think that's important to understand. Yes, we use it as a process transformation suite, also significantly for S/4HANA transformations, but Signavio was always and should stay a solution independent process management suite. And that's our target. And for the SAP world, of course, we provide the most content, we provide the most accelerators. So, I mean, if we speak about the out-of-the-box process analysis with our Process Insight solution, yes, we can also connect to Ariba, we can connect to EWM, to Supply Chain Manager, to other solutions, out-of-the-box connectivity. If we look at our mining component, we have templates, accelerators, which we can use to connect to SAP and also non-SAP systems. So we just
like
released an accelerator. Exactly. We just ServiceNow, Salesforce, we provide accelerators for that. Plus, we are working a lot together with our partners, which are providing content and accelerators for non-SAP use cases. But from that perspective, important to understand, it's a solution-independent entire business process management suite. And that's where Signavio was coming from before SAP acquired Signavio, and that's what it should stay, and where we are still working on.
Yeah, because I know that we're actually like within SAP, it kind of stops at certain industries, and then we're kind of extending it out for the utility industry, like meter to cash and all that kind of thing. You know, so I know a lot of different partners are doing that for different industries, so you can go further.
Yeah, I just want to add, I mean, Manuel covered, I think, pretty much everything. What's important to understand, one of the, I mean, also recording what Johannes said, buzzwords is like methodology, content, product, right? It's if you have a product, right, and you don't have content, and accelerators are basically content, bad. If you don't have a methodology, how to apply it, bad, right? You will fail. And when it comes to content, I think it's important when we talk about process management in the SAP space, that we have an enterprise architecture framework with a reference business solution architecture and a reference solution architecture. The business architecture is agnostic, right?
Yeah.
It's aligned with the APQPC framework, yeah? So that is basically what we're also infusing in both into LeanIX and into Signavio. So yes, it goes beyond, obviously, the SAP space, because processes are naturally going at some point outside of the SAP space, maybe smaller, maybe bigger. But when it comes to the SAP space, one of the, let me say, I think top topics that came across the last 12 months is how can I come closer to standard? What is standard basically? And how do I sort out what do I have on stock and applications? And that's where I just want to say a big investment is going into the documentation description of basically our processes, not the L5 processes, the BPN diagrams, but also on our overall semantic on our end-to-end processes. Our story that has been started a few years ago when we said we want to organize SAP along end-to-end processes, hire to require, procure to pay, lead to cash. Some of you might resonate that. That's all basically content that you can ingest and digest into LeanIX and Signavio.